everything.
Malaya hundreds of years ago. They're not the indigenous population. And the kings of each state, the sultans, are Malays.
Okay.
And they impose their rule on the people.
Okay. You got the wrong stick. You
I'm
got the wrong end of the stick.
relatives
I'm not
are
saying
Malaysia,
there are no
I know.
bad Muslims. No. As much as the bad ones are here, we have the bad ones there. So you cannot generalize, oh, because they're Muslim, they're bad. No. You get good and bad in everywhere. But the Western powers and Western society go create puppet governments that they should work for their interest. For their interest. As simple as that, I'm saying.
British Empire's always done that.
So, no, but he's saying Muslims.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
What do you mean by Muslims?
He's an idiot. He's clearly never been around
I'm not
Muslims.
saying all Muslims are squeaky clean. No! We got the biggest hypocrites. Look at the Saudis. Look at the Kuwaitis. Look at the Qataris. Look at all of these people. We, as much as we have bad people, you should accept it that you have bad people, bad politicians, that to create certain wars, to create certain puppet regimes, they create mass murder. Imagine somebody sitting somewhere with his drone and electron. He just presses a button, and somewhere in Muslim land, I'll give you my example. In Afghanistan, there was a village. There was one Talib leader they wanted to kill, and they bombed where? A wedding. 190 people died for one man. 70% children and women. Who gave you the right to press a button and kill 190 people? But he justifies it because they were Muslims, so what?
He's someone who's just, I don't know.
He can shout whatever he wants, but you cannot change the reality.
I think he grew up in a different time, to be honest.
Yeah, in fact, there are so many Muslim countries which are bombed by the occupation force with the aircraft, and now with these rockets. That it's normal you get angry with the system. Of course, I understand.
I always say the system, not the public. I mean, the Joe public doesn't even know what's happening. Because the Western governments have created a squeaky clean society. Because in our society, we have the freedom of speech, you do whatever you like, it's free.
We haven't got the freedom of speech.
But they say it. So we are busy with our lives. We are busy in the morning, we get up, we run. I need to pay the bill, I need to pay the mortgage, I need to pay the electricity, I need to take my kids. So we are busy, we don't know what's going on in reality.
Most
And
people
when
don't
we
even
speak,
know that it still rains white phosphorus in Fallujah.
thank you.
Like,
When the moment you
crazy.
speak about these things, people like him, what are you doing here? What? I thought I have the freedom to speak. No, as long as I support him, I'm a good person, I'm a good Muslim. The moment I speak about his negatives, of course, with the Western countries have positives as well. But they have negatives as well.
He's not a bad
Who's
person.
going to speak about the negatives?
He's not bad compared to others. He's all right. He's fair.
No, but when I spoke
He
about
supports
these
the
things,
two-state
he asked me, what are you doing here? You should be grateful you're here. Bro, why should I be grateful? I never wanted in my country, when I was 8 years old, when you bombed the hell out of me,
that's wrong.
I never wanted to get out of my country. No, you forced me to come out. And when I come here, I spend 23 years of my life. When I go about, everybody tells me, you bloody immigrant, go home.
No, you still appreciate to be here, no?
I do appreciate, but I tell you the negative things as well, which what have they done wrong as well. As much as you have good, you have bad as well. Accept it.
How much for racism have you found?
How much what?
How much racism have you found?
Here. After the
You're not here in
Brexit,
the park.
everywhere, after the Brexit it was terrible.
After?
Brexit, especially.
I agree with that.
After the Brexit, maybe every week, a cyclist, a black cab driver, or anybody will call me, Paki, go home, immigrant, go home. And I said, one day I was driving home. They said, go home. I said, I'm going home. So I was going home.
Let me tell you something funny, right? Let me tell you something funny. I was born here,
Yeah.
1962.
Okay.
I remember we used to come home
When
from...
I came here,
I was born here. So, I think it was 1972. My mum used to pick us up from school.
Yeah.
Me, my baby brother,
Yeah.
we used to have a big queue of kids, English kids, behind, throwing stones. Us. Yeah.
oh, 62.
So, after school, big black kids were in the queue. Black kids were doing it as well, throwing stones. And then they opened the letterbox and put dog shit. Yeah, I didn't think of it, but I thought because we were different, maybe they treat it. One day they threw a stone, and hit my brother in the pram. I said to my mum, go home. That was the last time. I went back, who done it? Fucked him right up. Next day at school, nobody spoke
No,
to
but
me.
for people like him,
No, but racism, I had it.
No, but we need to keep the balance.
Different kinds of racism.
At least keep the balance. As much as you talk about the positives,
But he comes here to
talk
stir
about
things
the
up.
negatives
He
as well.
comes here to.
But when I speak about the negative, you should be grateful you're here. No. Do you know that people have told me I should be grateful because I used to live in the mud house? Afghanistan. Our dining table was 26 people could sit around it. And people have told me you should be grateful because you used to live in the mud houses. Are you serious, bro? In the flipping 80s, we had electric buses. You didn't even have it in England.
And I went down here after that, didn't it?
No, but it gets me when you don't speak the truth, when you don't tell the full story. You tell the half story.
But I think people recognise that and they don't really take him seriously.
Trust me, brother. There are people who say, yeah, you're right. They tell him.
No way.
Bro, I've seen it. I've seen it with my eyes. See, when
He's
we
a
lose,
saboteur, he
when
does
we
it all
lose
the time.
empathy, you have to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And if you can't, then you don't know what's happening. You don't even know what's happening in the world.
People like that are so disconnected, I think. Like, they're in a little bubble.
I think one of
I
the
mean,
he done count.
when September 11 happened,
Yeah, your mother has to be
14, wherever they were from, none of them were Afghan.
Even if they were, that
In the
doesn't then
7th,
mean, like,
7th of October, 2001, 12 o'clock midnight, they start bombing my country. Because September 11 happened.
I was in
And none of them were
on
Afghans.
holiday.
even if they were Afghan, even if one of them were Afghan,
No, but I'm giving you
doesn't give you the right.
at least if you wanted to bomb. None of them were Afghan. But they bombed the hell out of them. I'll give you stories that mother and child have been burned together because of the phosphorus or whatever bomb they put. They couldn't separate them. They buried them together. I will show you photos. I mean, I've been in a place the bomb went off, and I know I would feel it. Trust me. And he just stands there, speaks out of his flipping whatever he wants to justify his own views. And when you put a different view,
They queue up to get them.
how dare you?
You're wrong unless you're white,
Yes,
basically.
you should be grateful you're here. Of course I'm grateful. This country has given me shelter, given me everything.
That doesn't mean you can't, like, still criticise, you
Thank
know?
you.
It's so stupid.
But he doesn't want to.
Content over everything from your Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to IYG. I just listen to COE. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't listen to Sky. Man, just listen to COE. Man, just listen to
I'm a rapper from Spain.
Explain
A little bit what I'm doing here, what I'm gonna do in Spain because I flow better in Spanish, so